whole. Wealth is your own problem. And we will get this started here in just a moment. Now we're up and running. So, coming to you live deep from South Texas. Today I'm closer to about 9 miles from the Mexican border up to the north in a little town called Edinburgh, Texas. And I'm going to be live streaming today discussing or talking about Micarta. And oh my, do I have a lot of Micarta to talk to you all about. We're going to be busy. So I'm starting a few minutes early, and yeah, wow, um, lots and lots of Micarta to talk about. So my carry today. Good morning, whoever's popping in here and giving me a thumbs up. Thank you. My carry today is the Spyderco Spy Opera. I showed it off last week, and for my Micarta Monday, I thought, you know what? I'll carry it. It's not the most fidgety thing. My Carta, your Carta. Hi, Dana. Welcome. Good morning. Sorry, I was people trying to call me for some reason, and there's no way for me to turn that off. It is what it is. Yeah, my primary carry today is the Spy Opera, and oh boy, do I have a lot of my Carta in my car today to show you. And the irony is, I'm even missing something. If you remember the Russian knife I showed off last week, the little front flipper, the nettle, I believe. Zach K, hi, how are you doing? Good morning. I was showing it off last week. It's vanished somewhere, so it's floating around somewhere in the house or my car, and I have not been able to find it. So, is what it is. It'll get tracked down. It couldn't have gone anywhere else. So it is what it is. So yeah, I've got a bunch of Micarta, and I've got a bunch of different types. And so I was going to talk today a little bit about the different types of Micarta and what I like and what I don't like, and ask you all what you guys like. And maybe even tell a little story. I like to tell stories. So what are you all carrying today, and how's the weather in your neck of the woods? Mine is sunny and hot. It is Texas. Texas is going to always be hot. There's no way around it. And we were supposed to get a little rain yesterday, and we never did. It's going to be about 100 today, probably about 105, honestly, is the way it gets. So let me know how you guys are doing, what your carry is, and say hello. Alex, I am a physical therapist. Might as well to tell everyone new coming in. I'm a physical therapist. I live in South Texas. I am currently about 8 miles from the Mexican border. I do home health physical therapy. I'm self-employed. So I've been a physical therapist for 28 years now. And what is all this? These are my patch collection. On the roof here. Sorry if it gets interrupted briefly like that. It's because someone is trying to call me that shouldn't be. That was just a spam call even. And so yeah, I keep my patch collection up here on the roof. If you'd like to see it briefly, we can take a quick little tour. And we'll go over there and we'll see all of that and all of this and all of that. Got some really obscure. I got all the Olight stuff. I'm a big Olight fan. Got some obscure stuff. We got a Blue Creek Knives. They're out of business, if I'm not mistaken. EDC, Kentucky Fried EDC, right? All kinds of other stuff. A lot of Zach stuff. Saturday Knife Live, pocket razors, rest in peace. We got Blue, has been a big support. Appreciate that. Traditional pocket knives. Some other oddball stuff over here. Dude Zorg. I think I've asked people in the past to tell me what Dude and Zorg stand for. There we go. All right. There you go. If you can tell me what Dude and Zorg stand for, it'll be really cool. I have a package that I put together for Clint, so hopefully Clint will pop in here in a little bit because I want him to see what he's getting. And I have. Well, where did you go? Uh-oh. Well, it was in here this morning, and now it is not. I've lost Clint's package. Well, that's good. We're off to a good start. There we go. Found it. All right. And we're back. All right. So, Middle Complex has stickers, or used to have a lot of stickers. I have some, and I may even be able to include one in my final big giveaway. If you way back, if you joined his membership and Patreon, you could get a sticker and/or he did a sticker spin wheel one time, and I won a big one, so I've got a big sticker. Um, Very young, active energy for an old-looking guy. I thank you. I guess I am old-looking. I am about 59. I'll be turning 59 on August 31st, and thank you for the opportunity for the plug. I am having a big reverse giveaway. This will be me giving you all, first of all, a Protect Sprint, which I've already shown off. Feel free to go look at the other videos. I will also be giving away and George Lucas, people have said that you are not. I've been approached in restaurants as looking, especially when I get a little fuzzier, as looking like him. Um, a Vero Fulcrum. I'll be giving away. It's a collectible, a very nice one. It's August 31st, 10 a.m. live stream, a reverse birthday giveaway. Brian Winters, Winter Blade Co. is giving away a Fusion to one of you all lucky viewers who comes in that day. And Middle Complex, as you may have heard last Friday, is supposed to be sending me a knife too. You all got to hold him to that because he gets behind and doesn't remember things. Blessed, good morning. I hope today finds you doing a little better than yesterday. And I hope that today we can lift you up and make your day a little better overall, no matter what. What do I do on this channel, Alexa? Well, I'm a knife collector and a knife enthusiast, but I also sit around and talk about just about anything that you all want to talk about, as long as we avoid majorly controversial subjects like politics, religion, sex. We avoid those topics, then I'm willing to talk about just anything. Happy to talk about my experiences in the medical field. Happy to talk about what it's like to be here in South Texas on the border, as long as we avoid stuff. And yeah, if you guys start throwing me left curves in the chat, my ADD takes over, if you will, and I will just start talking about everything. Am I a bushcraft guy? I am not. Nature and I get along as long as I have electricity. I could survive if I had to, probably. I've got all the stuff, and I've got some of the experience. I was in scouts as a kid and all that stuff. I talk about Swiss Army knives. I will talk about just about anything. If you go back and you look at my playlist, and this gives me my chance to spam this, please, guys, we dropped off over the weekend. We're about to break 1,000 view hours today, if I can get the view hours back up again to where they should be. So please, some of you go and spam the playlists that I have and watch them if you want, or just let them run in the background and turn off the TV and just let it run. I appreciate that. I do carry and use knives in my work. I always have a small Sabenza with me that gets used for cutting open, obviously packages, which I'm about to do in a little bit because I have a package to open. And you never know when I might have to remove dressings or something like that with a knife. Hi, Mr. Skullfire. I was just saying, hey, Mr. Skullfire, hey, let's get back to spamming that playlist. I need the help. It dropped off over the weekend, but I do appreciate all the help, Mr. Skullfire, and I appreciate that. Jalak, hello. You are subscribed, and if you have the opportunity, go spam some playlists, or even just let them run in the background, as I was saying. I'm talking about Micarta today, and we need to get on this. People keep trying to interrupt us on the phone. So my knives that you guys know that I normally carry for Mondays. Thank you, Mark. Come and enjoy. I appreciate it. Share. Thank you. Share's Getter. Share is a wonderful person who's been a big help to my channel. She's I've won multiple giveaways from her, and I think she's going to be having a knife sale here soon to take care of some stuff. So, Share, if you have a link to that and stuff, well, I may have to have someone. I tell you what, Share, I'm going to make you a mod so that you're allowed to post links. If you want to post a link to your stuff, go for it. I appreciate everything in the past. Yeah, so this is the PK1. This is the Opinion Knives first version, PK1, and it is a wonderful, wonderful pocket knife. Really great knife in S35VN and brown, almost burlap micarta, but not quite. I don't know if I can get the light on it. A really fine grain there. Really cool. Not yet. Been kind of lazy. Well, when you're ready, you just do that. Okay. Uh, you only have G10 and aluminum. Well, I've got a lot of micarta, guys. I've got a whole lot of micarta. um, I usually carry one of these two knives on a Monday because of micarta, just because I like doing themed stuff. And this one is the SHOT Show exclusive Mini Adamus from Benchmade. Very nice knife and very good one in crew wear. So these are both really good knives that I like the micarta of. And this is a really cool burgundy micarta. I don't know if it's showing up really well in this lighting here, but it is a reddish, almost like pigeon blood red micarta. It's really a cool micarta. Today's primary carry is the Spyderco Spy Opera, and it's in more of a tan micarta, and you can kind of see the green in it. All of these different types of micartas. Good morning, Brown Sugar. Welcome. Join us. I appreciate you coming in. Remember, spam those playlists today. We should be on track to break the 1,000-hour point, which I know means we're probably not going to get to the 3, but hey, I'm all good. I'm game. You guys have been doing wonderful, so keep it up. I appreciate it, and I'll throw that silver in anyway, as long as we keep it up. Yeah, speaking of which, big giveaway August 31st. If you don't know about it, you can go check out my playlist, and it's mentioned in there, and I will talk about it more. So if you are new here, thanks for joining us. And let's talk about micarta that I don't like. And it's kind of unusual to find anything I don't like. Mark, you don't have any Mark G10 aluminum titanium. Micarta is good material for some things, like I said, but there's some I don't like. And for some reason, Sitvin, however you pronounce this company, they use this green micarta that's like an OD green. It looks kind of like a baby puke green to me. Anyway, not quite as light as that. A great looking knife, right? Beautiful blade shape, beautiful design, but just really ugly micarta. I never carry it because of that. And then I've got this other one, which is a Marjoran, however you pronounce their name, a little front flipper. And again, nice looking knife. This one had a bit of a flaw. You like the OD green? All right, I'll keep that in mind. This one has a bad flaw. I can touch this blade. My finger's on that blade, clicking it, as you can hear. And so that's a potentially rough one. Stolen Valor. I have no idea what you mean. So it means absolutely nothing to me what you're trying to say. But anyway, yeah, this one is kind of. I'll tell you what, Blessed. You need to hit me up on Instagram real quick at some point. All right, where was I going? Oh, and then there's like some of this weird micarta, which is like layered dyed plasticky micarta. This is a smoker's knife from Rough Rider. A really cool little tobacco knife. Very nice. Well, very well made. Rough Rider makes excellent quality for a very low price. So it's pretty cool. So Moix, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, you gotta explain that one to me. Mark, I love Middle Complex. Yes, I do. He's super enthusiastic about life and a great dude. He just gets really busy, so that's why I said we got to hold him to making sure he sends. See when I do this, right? Thanks a lot. I wish I had his money. Hi, Blue. Thank you for coming in and letting me know what you're carrying today. Let's go over this real quick. We have the Aries Raptor and Crow. Okay, that one's a new one. I don't remember Crow. Gotta scroll this sucker back down. And by everyone, by the way, everyone, if you tell me what you're carrying and you throw it in the chat, I will be happy to read it out and share with everybody. A Kubi Rockhopper. We've got a Holly Indoraptor, Burning Stables Forge, Cayuse. I'm not saying that right. Tempest Tornado and Mach 71. ProTech Newport, TRM Pitbull, DBT Glideman, Wisco Vortex, Wingspan, and more. More coming, Blue. By the way, I might have you beat today. I think I got more knives with me today than you do with you. I do. I'm just saying, I think I do. In fact, we might not even get through them all. That's how many I have with me. So yeah, talking about this micarta, this kind of a layered paper micarta that has a lot of colors. It allows it to take a lot of colors, and it's kind of cool. It has a really nice feel. And Rough Rider uses that kind of uh, paper micarta a fair amount. Here we go. Let's bring out the Angry Watermelon. Also using kind of that dirty paper micarta. By the way, I won this one from JB. Let me scroll down here. Bubba, hi, Bubba. That's Marcos. Hi, Marcos. Thank you for coming. X hooray. All right. Blues in the house. Mark Bully. Yeah. You can't get that Winter Blade knife. That thing sold out. So I'm the only place you're going to be able to get that apparently. I mean, assuming he doesn't support other, and I don't think he supports very many giveaways. So it gets expensive, and I just happened to catch him on a good day. But that Winter Blade Co. Fusion is sold out, and it will be given away on August 31st at 10 a.m. Well, around 10 a.m. I'm going to milk it for what I can. I don't know. That's just the bigger stuff. You got the little stuff in the lunchbox and vest. Okay. At 10 a.m. on my live stream, we will be having a huge reverse birthday giveaway with not only that, but a knife from Middle Complex, a ProTech from me, which is what the original giveaway was going to be. It was be a 1K giveaway where I give you all a ProTech from my collection because I like ProTech a lot. Let's see, keep going. Zach used to EDC in Missoula. Now he has the M390 Lookout. All right. Don't need to explain yourself, buddy. Mind your business. Hey, Max. We do want to keep the conflict down here. I want everyone to have a positive experience and this to be a good day for everybody. So if you're gonna come in and be all aggressive, now, man, now take it somewhere else. It's all good. Now, if you want to come in and hang out and share and be friendly and hang out, I'm all game. And please do. I need your views. I need your hours. So I absolutely want that. Stolen valor? What do you mean? None of these patches are military patches, sir. Not a single damn one of them. Thank you very much. In fact, the only thing that might be considered that might be this, which, my dad was a cop. So you know what? If you got a problem with that, too bad. But you can come in here and pick on me all you want. I can take it. I love it. I'll eat it up because I need your hours. And if you're giving me view time by coming in and picking on me, you got it. You like my knife reviews. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to stir up conflict with people. I want everyone to have a good time and be happy in here. I'm going to do a late night one eventually in which we can do dark topics and pick on each other. And we'll I don't know what we'll call it. I call this the happy, morning live stream, right? So we'll call that one the dark late night um, uh, session or something, and we'll do that. But yeah, thank you for clarifying that. We don't want anyone picking on it. But yeah, nothing up here is military. I do not. I wouldn't do that. I appreciate our military because people have served. I get to have the life I have. And I so appreciate that every single time I have a veteran, I do treat a lot of, yeah, it isn't very funny. But it is what it is. But I every time I treat a veteran, I treat a lot of veterans. I give them thanks. I had one gentleman who was on the Indianapolis, who was my patient. He was a survivor from the Indianapolis that went down. I think there was like 12 people that survived that ship going down in World War II. And he was one of my patients. So I'm really proud of working with the military. So no, it's whatever the case may be. But hey, we keep the conflict to a minimum. We keep the positive vibes to a maximum, right? The INI vibration, right? All right, more micarta. So I really do like the blue denim, and there's like two different types that Rough Rider uses. A lighter blue denim and a darker blue denim micarta, and this stuff is really cool. Hi, Mark. Thanks for catching up. I really like their blue denim. I like the glossy types of micarta. Finch uses a more porous blue denim. It's not as polished. This is the Finch Drifter. I guess this is a Rough Rider Sodbuster style, probably a junior, and what is this one? with the two. I always forget this was the style with the two blades. Oh, someone help me out. I think it has something to do with the snake. Um, Anyway, here you go. Hey guys, be nice, all of you. No picking on him. They already said he was sorry. We don't pick on each other either way. Okay, guys, let's be nice. Um, Moyes already said, hey, we're good. Um, guys, be nice to each other. All right. Copperhead, thank you. Something with the snake. I knew that. Mr. Skullfire, thank you. It's a copperhead. Um, I like that micarta quite a bit. A little less would be the micarta on Kaiser's. Kaiser's uses a red micarta. It's pretty cool, actually. It's got a very grippy texture to it. This is the Bagulator XL. Once in a while, I will carry this on a Monday just because it's a really big, fun knife. Um, it's got a pretty good texture and it's pretty good. And they use it on several of their knives. This is the Swag Swayback, and I like it better than I do like CJRB's micarta. This is a kind of a tan micarta with a back black. What do you call it? What's the stuff they put into it? Epoxy, I guess. Whatever they put in the micarta to make it hard. Um, got dial up or something, Mark. No worries, Mark. You're good. Anyway, I don't like it as much, although it is grippy. It's really good, and I actually love this knife, the CJRB Uria. This is a wonderful knife and super thin and slicey, and their ARP, whatever it's called, AR RPM9 steel. Um, it's a really cool knife, and I like that. You should have known that one. I didn't know you had pet snakes. Resin. There you go. Resin. That's the word I was looking for. Are these? None of these are custom made knives that I have with me. Although my daughter's friend did ask me to sharpen a knife of his, which is I guess a custom. And it's like a handmade Pakistani steel type skinner that I have with me that I'm going to be sharpening up and touching up. It's already pretty sharp. It just needs to be touched up a little bit. So once in a while I do stuff like that for them when they ask me. You can tell I'm an old man now, and I get asked to do knife sharpening. That's how you can tell. And then he also gave me this really wicked clip. This is a Colt, I guess from the 70s or something. Pretty, or 80s, maybe 80s, 90s. I'm not sure, but from before the 2000s. In 420. It's Chinese made with the stacked leather, imitating the K-bars stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. Popping back to micarta. Now, other micartas, you got your paper micartas, and they do have different types of paper micarta. Here's a bluish paper micarta that's really thin. This is on the Urban Trapper by Boker, and it's a titanium flipper. Subframe lock, or I guess frame lock, liner lock. I don't know. It's really like a titanium framed with the micarta over the top. Pretty cool little knife. One of my early knives, and I've damaged the heck out of the blade learning to sharpen it. VG10. It was one of my processes of learning. And then we have the kind of the blue paper micarta on the Penguin. The Penguin's pretty cool. Penguin is one of the best budget knives in the world if you wanted to get a budget knife, both for the action and for the price. Like 30, 35 bucks, maybe 40 bucks now. I don't know. Very, very, very good deal out there. And what else? And then we get to the stuff for story time. Oh, and some more blue denim micarta, which is really pretty on this one. This Barlow from Rough Rider is a pretty cool little knife. So I think we made it through most of the stuff pretty quickly. That's good. We'll be able to kind of review stuff. I have an opening to do, and I was hoping to see Clint, but I haven't seen Clint in here yet. If anyone sees Clint, throw me a message and say, hey, Clint is here. I like the Rough Rider denim. I really do. And actually, another paper I like is the CRKT's paper micarta that they used on their little minimalists. This is pretty cool stuff. Um, you like the Barlow, Mr. Skullfire? Yeah, I like that Barlow a lot too. It's a pretty little Barlow, a very nice little knife. So they also have like a paper micarta, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of most of the micarta that I have, except for Civivi. They're a little more pricey than some, but for the quality, yeah. I have like a Civivi Imperium that I love. I carry it kind of frequently on Fridays because it's a front flipper. I'll carry it around. It's a pretty good knife. Uh, I haven't had any sin cuts. I'll have to get my hands on some. Here, as we get going, I'll probably have people send me knives once I can afford to send them back. So you were talking. You guys were teasing me about the beard and looking like Lucas. We were out with some friends at a restaurant, and someone actually was walking by, going like this, off the side, and like gawking. And I'm like, what's up with that, right? And they said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then they came over to the table and said, "Yeah, you just look a lot," because my beard gets bushy and my hair when it grows in will get bushy like his. And I said, "You look exactly like George Lucas." And I'm sorry for laughing, but it just sticks out in my mind as being hilarious. I guess everyone has to look like somebody. I just really wish I had his money and his creativity. Jeez, I mean that would have been something. So we're talking about micarta, and I'm going to move on to burlap. See, my ADD kicks in. I'm going to move on to burlap micarta. This is a little Tucson fixie. This is about the only little fixed blade that I'll throw in my pocket and carry. Just to give you a little size comparison, full size, it's actually smaller open than the Spy Opera, which is pretty small. And I will carry it in M390. Nice little like bird and trout knife or a little fixie, whatever you want to call it. Um, Pretty good little knife, a little three fingers, but it does get those three fingers really good, and then the pinky can kind of guide it from the end. Good morning, Dwayne. Thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate it. I'm really pushing, Dwayne, if you can. I'm really pushing anyone who can spam a playlist. Please spam a playlist over there. We dropped off over the weekend a lot, but if we can pick it back up, we could still make it by my birthday. And even if we don't, I think I'm going to throw that silver in if you guys keep trying, because you guys have been really making the effort. And so all of you who are, I appreciate it. And I recognize the big push. It's been huge. And I mean that. It's been huge. So going on to another piece of burlap micarta. Oh, wait, let me jump back. Micarta with a black burlap micarta yonder. You know what? Yeah, that the Yonder's a pretty cool looking knife. I like Ben's stuff. I just don't have any. I need to get some thin cut knives, says Mark. Haven't tried them yet. Yeah, me neither. Um, and then this is a burlap micarta. That's a really rough. I mean, it's not rough. It's polished. But I mean, a really just a thick weave micarta. And this knife, of course, comes with a story, because you know I like to have a little bit of a story time in the middle of my thing. And I also have an opening here to do. I was kind of waiting to see if Stacy would pop in, but Stacy sent me some stuff to give to you all, and then I was also hoping Clint would pop in. The Over Yonder. I'm gonna have to look. I haven't seen the Over Yonder yet. So anyway, this is the baby core from Fox Knives, M390. You have the share. Thank you. I mean Cheryl. I mean that. Thank you very much. Everyone who does that, every little bit of help is pushing me towards that 3,000 hour point, and it takes a lot. It's stickier. My cardig, even my hands being a little sweaty or whatever while I'm doing this, it just getting stickier and tackier as it goes. It makes it really pretty a pretty good surface to hold on to if you're having to deal with anything. Yeah, even this one. If you're having to deal with anything that might be a wet or sticky situation. On the other hand, I don't know about cleaning it off. If you had to clean off a bunch of stuff, it I don't know how it would go. But yeah, it just grabs better. It's amazing. So anyway, this knife came from someone in the community. You know how I like to do that. Does anyone remember a guy that we used to call John John, or he would go by Grateful Panda? Was his channel name. I have not seen him in forever, and if anyone has seen Panda on in any time, let me know what's up. But anyway, he was having some financial stuff, so I bought a knife from him, and I bought this baby core from him. It does have an edge he put on it. It's a pretty cool little knife, but it is tiny. It is very, very tiny. Sweating the snow. Yeah, tell me about it. I am a furry type of person. Not a furry, but I'm a furry person, right? Hairy person. And yeah, I retain. If the humidity's up, my body just retains the moisture. I just go bloop and turn into a puddle. It's a frustrating thing to live with, let me tell you. I'm not a fan of the humidity. And here I live down in South Texas in about the hottest part of the country. Arizona and New Mexico, Nevada have us beat once in a while, but it gets pretty darn hot down here. And it is what it is. So, but yeah, I'm a sweater too. I dump all the heat out of my body as best as I can. So anyway, if anyone knows Grateful Panda, tell them I was saying hi. I don't know if there was some kind of conflict or other issues. Like I said, I don't like the drama. San Diego though, when I was out there was very nice, like 70s, most of the time 70s, 80s, but high humidity. Um, I hate the heat. Humidity is gross. The humidity is gross. It really is. If anyone knows him or sees him online or anything, say hi. Another John is John Evans. He does still have a knife channel. He runs a lot. And John Evans and I know each other from way, way back. But that's a whole nother story that I think you can probably get on one of his views things. Um, Dwayne, San Diego. Hi, Dwayne. Hope you. Yeah, Sherry. Yeah, Cheryl. You remember? That's nice. Depends on the part. You hit 111. Yeah, we break 110. Well, we hit 110 once in a while. We get up there, and it gets pretty brutal. You just actually after a point, the heat changes from. It's kind of like cold. After a point, the cold changes from a cold to a burning sensation. Well, after a point, the heat changes from a heat to a burning sensation. You just go outside, you just feel burning on your skin, and you just get inside as fast as you can. It's like going into a sauna. If anyone who's ever done any sauna stuff, saunas are great. But yeah, you don't need one down here. You can go outside sometimes and just sit, and it would be the equivalent of sitting in a sauna at 110 degrees. It can be pretty brutal, but it is what it is. Texas, we get the benefit on the other side of having some of the most beautiful winters in the country. It is seldom below 40 in here, or even below 50. And when it does get below 30, people are panicking, and it's the end of the world. Our grid shuts down, and all the citrus groves freeze, and it's a considered a state disaster if that happens. So it's amazing. We have really good weather in the wintertime, so it's a trade-off. I'll take it. I do not like cold weather. For those of you who live up north and deal with the snow and ice, not only dealing with the snow and ice being a part of the weather, brutal winters up there. Yeah, I know. I'm from Indiana. They get pretty bad ones too, and they're not nearly as bad as out once you get out towards Illinois, Iowa, and the Dakotas. Coming in off those Canadian plains, that cold weather just blows north. Those northerns just blow in. Anyway, I can get over being hot, right? I mean, I can take a shower, I can get in a pool, I can do whatever. I don't mind the Ozarks. Actually, the mountains in the southern mountains there, and everywhere from like Tennessee on, Kentucky, Tennessee on, they're pretty nice because you can go to the lowlands and actually have some nice weather even in the wintertime. At least that's been my experience with them. I lived in Kentucky and vacation in Tennessee a couple times, but I lived in Kentucky and Lexington and in Louisville, both. Um, your memory is not too bad yet, Cheryl. It is not. That's pretty good. South Carolina, but you have humidity though. South Carolina being on the coast there, you have a lot of humidity, if I recall, and you have a lot of forested land, so that helps bring in all the moisture and rain and humidity as well. I'm just trying to remember. Oh no, you have an appointment today? Okay, well, Cheryl, thank you for joining us, and come back again tomorrow. And thank you for spamming those playlists. Leave them running while you go. Let them go for as long as they will until YouTube shuts them down, which they will. By the way, I actually caught them putting commercials on my stuff. Do you believe the audacity of that? I'm not even monetized, and I saw them sticking commercials in there. Anyway, Cheryl, you have a wonderful day, and thank you for everything you've done and always will do. And I am looking forward to you joining us for that live stream. And of course, any other time you can come in. And that applies to everybody. If you can be here, be here. Join me in these live streams. It's really helpful. We can crank out some serious time on these if I can run them for about an hour and I can get 20 or 30 people in here. Well, we don't even have to spam the playlist, but right now we've been averaging about 10 to 15 people, and a lot of people pop in and out because they want to see what I'm doing. Real quick though, I got to do an opening here. Guys, you might want to stick around. Not Cheryl, I'm just saying anyone. So I have a little package here that's been sent in for the giveaway. And just a quick reminder, August 31st, 10 a.m. will be the start of the giveaway. I will start the live stream earlier, but that will be the start of the giveaways, and then I will run them as long as I have stuff to give away. And I will, of course, appreciate anyone who can be here who's a mod. That's Amen talking to you, Blue. And Blue, I got to hit you up for, thanks, Cheryl. I got to hit you up for, and you too, Dwayne. Hit you up for some patches and some stickers, Blue. I need to order some stuff from you, so we got to get together on that. So hurry up. Unboxing, yeah. So it is a good way to start the week. You mention it. If I can even get a knife to catch on this stupid thing, there we go. Just use the edge. Doesn't have a tip to speak of. All right. So anyway, she sent some stuff for my. Wow, thank you, Mr. Skullfire. I really mean that. All of you guys, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and throw in that ounce of silver anyway, just because as long as we keep spamming and everyone keeps working at it, just because. You guys have been wonderful. You really have. So she sent me some stuff to give away. Let me make sure I can read this online. Yes, she sure did. So Stacy Bolsterblade. Patrick, I appreciate you wanting some stickers. I'm really happy about your channel growth. On to much more, Stacy. Wonderful. Appreciate it. If you see this coming in, I appreciate it. Oh my God, and she sent a lot of stickers, guys. So I will have to include some of this in the stuff for Clint. So we have this one, which I'll have to read to you because everything is upside down and backwards on the phone. Life without a knife is dull and pointless. Awesome sticker. I love it. That's a good one. Let's see. And then we got her stickers, I think. Oh, we got extras of those too. She has some really cool stickers. So she's got like this kind of like owl, Stacy Bolsterblades owl, which is pretty cool. These are all going into swag packs for the big giveaways. And Blessed, like I said, you've been a big help. I'm happy to send you a little sticker pack of my stickers and some of the other people's. I just need you to get on Instagram and we'll coordinate and have you send me your address, where your address is going to be, because I know that you had some stuff going on and you're kind of in some transition. So whenever you have that figured out, you let me know and I will hold back some stuff for you. We'll get that taken care of. All right. Hope that makes your day a little bit better, a little bit brighter, and that's what I want this all to be about. That's what we're here for. I get to hang out and talk, and I like to do that and share knives with you all from my collection. And then you all, I hope, get to have a slightly better day, a little bit sunnier, with bringing the sunshine in from down here in South Texas. And then she also has a Be Up sticker. Now, that one is a complicated story that I'm not going to get into now. I wasn't involved with that all that much, but one of our community members that passed away, that was his big saying, was "Be up." And thanks, Mark. Yeah, we need more positivity, less negativity, and more importantly, places to go where everyone knows our name. Like a Cheers intro. But that's what we need in life. You're absolutely right. We do need that. And so here's like a little sample of the little swag pack thingy. Now this one's for Clint, and if he gets to see this later, hopefully, he'll enjoy that. But we have Zach has sent me a bunch of stuff, and I'll be adding Stacy's stuff to this here real quick. Um, but we have my holographic sticker, which these just came in. Um, I'm giving him a rare sticker from my collection. I don't remember what tactical this is from. Tactical Outdoors, the face mask. Um, we got some Zach stuff. We got a little bit larger regular sticker of mine. And we got a DSKFS patch, which Zach has kindly sent me to give away to people. And I have a few of these. So they'll be going into all the giveaways. And I'll probably do a couple more sticker giveaways as we get closer. That way everyone's a little enthusiastic. And I'll do them randomly on the lives. So you got to be here for the live to find out if there's going to be one that day. A classic old school Zach stuff sticker that I'm throwing in from my collection. This one you can't get. It doesn't exist anymore. Zach may have one or two, but I don't know too many people that have them. Another classic Zach stuff, just because he got me over the 1K guys, so I got to give him all the credit out there. He was the big push that helped push me over, and I so appreciate it that I'm really gonna push him. And by the way, if you don't know who Zach stuff is, he's on Sunday every day Central Standard, every Sunday Central Standard Time about 2 o'clock. Next week he will be on Zach's Knife Live at midnight Central Standard Time, so that's like 10 p.m. Pacific, and he'll be taking over JB's spot. And I'm throwing in a couple of DSKFs because we want you to have one. I want people to give one to someone else and explain to them what it means. And that way, it expands and shares the I was gonna say joy, but expands and shares the idea, because doing nice things for people is a big deal. It spreads almost like a virus, if you will. When one person does something nice, if you look around, watch sometime, hold the door for someone, go through. I'm putting Stacy's in here, dun dun dun, and the be up. Let me get that in there. Go try holding the door for somebody sometime, and then watch what happens over the next few minutes. And you might have to do it a couple of times before it really pays off, but go try it, and you'll probably find. I don't know if that's going to fit. Oh no. Yeah, I don't want to destroy the sticker. That one may have to wait until I get bigger swag bags. All right, there we go. All taken care of. Go try that. Go try holding a door for someone, or doing something nice for someone, or even another one. Go, if you see the person behind you only has like a soda or something, it's not going to cost you that much in line. Just say, I got their soda. And just take care of it, and then walk out. Don't say anything. But then turn around and watch and just see what happens, because it's really cool. Most of the time, that person will hold the door for someone else, or they'll do something nice for someone else, and it just starts spreading. And it's a really cool thing. It's just like negativity. Negativity spreads like a virus. So does positivity. And so we can go out there and make the world a better place. But a big reason why I'm so positive, Mark, for example, is I'm a big believer in an internal locus of control. I believe we have the ability to change our world, right? Things I do now will affect things that happen in the future, right? It's not so much that, it's not, things don't happen to me, so much as I can help create the reality I live in, if you will. But what that means to me is that I want to be a positive person, because I want good things. I don't want bad things. I don't really want to know as hi nerds. Hello, want to know why knives? Thank you for joining me. I don't want bad things. I don't watch horror movies, for example. My family members, some of them like to watch horror movies and stuff. I won't watch them. And it's not because, oh my God, I'm gonna have nightmares or anything. No, I just don't need that negative imagery in my mind. I don't want it there. I don't want it. I've seen enough bad things in my life that I don't need to see fake bad things You know what I mean? And I think that might be true for a lot of us. But so I don't watch horror movies unless they are something like almost comedy, like Bruce Campbell, Evil Dead. At that point, it becomes comedy, and also just simply the whole fighting back against the horror is pretty cool, and that stuff. Or the really cheesy classic, just gore horrors that Steven like Jackson, Peter Jackson used to do. Bad Taste. If you ever get a chance to go see a really ugly, awful movie, go watch Bad Taste. It's hilarious, and very funny, and just a really bad movie. So if you ever get a chance, go check that out. All righty. Here we go. So anyway, I was talking about Micarta today, and I had a lot of Micarta to talk about. I didn't really address what my favorite would be, and that's a tough one. I don't know that I have a favorite. I think I probably would say, in terms of texture and handling, it would be the denim or the paper micartas, and in terms of looks and aesthetics, it would probably be the burlap micartas. With the big patchy burlap is pretty cool looking. So that would be what I would say my favorites are out of the micartas stuff that I have. Horror movie spoofs are fun to watch. Yeah, exactly. I don't mind making fun of horror movies. I don't mind that at all, and they can do that all day long. But I'm not a fan of the jump scare stuff. I'm not a fan of the true psychological horror. I think I got jaded. Anyone remember a movie called Salem's Lot? Like way. I'm aging myself. This would be in the 70s. I'm going to say 74, 75. It would be way back. Not a. Oh, I'm pulling someone over. Not a good movie to watch as a little kid, and I was a little kid. But I think that kind of jaded me from watching horror movies as well. I really didn't like them. You love horror movies? Well, hey, each their own. I said I just don't want that imagery in my head. I don't need it. You saw both versions. I've seen both versions as well. I did go. I did see the I guess it was a remake. So yeah. If I could carry one blade shape for the rest of the year, what would it be? Uh, Probably a leaf shape, something along the lines of a Spyderco leaf shape, just because it seems the most versatile to me. It has a pretty good belly, things like that. Although, you know what? Now that you mention that and ask, out of all the blade shapes that I have, I honestly like this shape, the Rhea, with the swollen belly and the little drop point. I like this shape better than most. It's really thin. Oh my lord, it's super thin and slicey, and it cuts well, and it has the extra belly, and it has a good tip. So that would probably be the shape I would like best. Something like a modified Nusmec or something. That would be the shape I think I would go for out of everything. Um, Reverse Tantos are awesome. I love Warncliffs. My Malibu Warncliffe out of all my knives, I think it's the prettiest and most attractive knife blade that I have for sure. But out of the ones at least that I have right here with me, this would be the shape that stands out as being a the most useful and in a way the most attractive to me as well. So I don't know if that helps anything, but that's the best answer I got for you. Um, Tantos. I like my Tantos. Tanto. I don't know how we say that. I will say it both ways. I will switch back and forth, and if I trigger anybody, I am sorry. Don't mean to. But Tanto. I do like my Tantos. I like my reverse Tantos a lot. Not as much as I like Warncliffs, though. To tell you the truth. Vision FG. You know what? I have not had my chance to get my hands on a Vision. In fact, knives that have come out in the past 2 years, I really have not had a lot of time hands on with, just because of both finances and because of attraction, if you will. I haven't seen anything that was just like, you know what, I got to start putting money away and saving up for that. next lottery ticket I win, that money is going directly to that, that type of thing. Um, but that being said, I'm always willing to see new knives, and I really wish I could get my hands on the knives of some of the makers more. Neves, I think, said he would send me his knife, not the Hooligan. What's his newest one he's putting out? It just started. He just started selling it. I can't think of the name of it. It'll come to me. But anyway, I think Jared said that he would send it to me in a pass around so I could check it out, and I think that would be cool. Anything like that that I can get my hands on that helps me create content's cool. By the way, I have a video dropping today. Yeah. I don't catalog or add up my knives. Absolutely not. I like to joke, and it's a joke that never count your knives. Your wife might find out how many you actually have. And that's a joke, just in case anyone might be watching. The new knives have just been really hard to get, but there's been a lot of makers that have put out, a lot of channel people that have put out knives lately that I really do wish I could get my hands on, and I'd like to see, because I like to have I like to have some history and I guess pedigree to my knives. I like to know where they were from, who had them, what if there's a maker who made them and that type of thing. I like to have all of that. Guys, we are at a point here. I've got 3 minutes before I got to get going to my patient. So I'm going to have to wrap this up. And so this is the point where you all get to stare up my nose. Thank you for coming. Please remember, go spam a playlist. Big giveaway August 31st, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I will start early, but the giveaways will start about 10. That way everyone can come in and get going. Try to help me get over 3,000 hours so that we can be doing memberships and stuff like that on that day. That would be huge. And that's what I'm aiming for. We've been having it. We broke 100 on hours on view time on Friday. We dropped off over the weekend, which happens as everyone starts viewing lives and doing their weekend stuff and stuff. But if you have a device sitting around not being used, you're doing work, you're doing something else, put on a playlist and just let it run. Pretty please. You'd be a big help, and you will help me get over the 1K. I'm already, just because everyone's been being so helpful, I'm throwing in an ounce of silver, but I'm sure we will find other things, challenge coins, other stuff to throw in. I'm dropping a video today. It has everything up to the point of Marshall's Mora that he sent for us to have in a giveaway, and I think I did the opening on it in this video. It'll be dropping later today. You can go spam that and check that out. Everything else, I'm here every Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. I usually start early. If you want to come in about 9:45, that's usually when I'm starting, maybe a little earlier. And I'm trying to run all the way to about 10:30, a little bit earlier than that, so I can get to my 10:30 appointments with my patients. I appreciate you all coming in and joining me, and this is the part where everyone gets to stare up my nose while I send this thing to production. Thank you all very, very much. I really mean it. This is a thrill. This is a big thrill. I'm enjoying the ride. And that's why you get some weird highlights coming out of me on these shorts. It's because the AI is picking them, not me. And then I let it go and just see what it does. It's been fun. There's been some crazy stuff come out, and it's picked some really good stuff. Like the knife thing, 1's never enough, 2's too few, 3 barely cuts it, 4's what you ought to carry. Ain't that right, Blue? Anyway, you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will